Hi there, my name is Candace Elliott, and I am a values-aligned human resources strategist. And today, talking through one of the questions that comes up a lot around pay clarity. And that is, what if I am underpaying people? Like, what if what I'm paying people is way below what the market is doing? Like, what do I do with that? This is definitely a fear that keeps business owners from even looking at pay. There's an avoidance and a fear of like what the information is, what it'll say, and then also like a judgment, like a feeling of judgment. Like if I'm not paying to market, then I'm bad, or this is bad, or something like that. And that isn't how I see it. The way that I see it is that understanding what is happening in the job market related to pay will help you understand where you fit in that market. And then you can have different strategies around what you are doing to attract and keep people based on where you're able or willing to put yourself in that market. So the pay for a job isn't like everyone is paying a certain rate, right? There's a spectrum. And when you look at a wage report, the low end of the spectrum is 10%, and the high end of the spectrum is usually 90%, and 50% is what's in the middle. And that's kind of a good goal to shoot for. But the goal can be different depending on how much revenue your organization has. So, if you're comparing yourself, if you're a business that's making, $250,000 or less a year, and you're comparing yourself to businesses that are making $2, $3, $4 million a year, or, tens of millions a year, you're comparing apples to oranges. What I do in my Pay Clarity package is help you compare apples to apples. So if you're a smaller organization, a growing organization, we're looking at, where does it make sense for you to fall on this spectrum of pay for a given position? And if you're at that 10% or if you're under that 10%, it doesn't necessarily mean that we're going to change pay or try to change pay in your company to bring you up to 50% like next week, But if having competitive pay is something that you want to have as a part of the strategy for your company moving forward, it gives you information, tools that you can use to say, okay, like that's the goal. And if that is the goal for me, then what am I going to do about my business strategy in order to get to that goal? In my own company earlier this year, I, received information from MIT's living wage report that said that the living wage where I live in Santa Cruz County is close to $28 an hour. And that meant that I needed to add like another third to that amount, right? So like I had to go from people making $20 an hour to people making $30 an hour. And that was a big switch for my company. And it meant that I had to change a lot of things about, how my company was running and what I was doing and how I was making offers. In order to be able to make that shift. But I had to have the wage information first. Before I could find the resources to help me figure out how to grow as a business owner and create an agency out of basically a one-person, one-pony show, I had to know what my goal was and what I wanted to actually pay people. So that fear of what the numbers are is real. And if some of this resonated with you and it kind of like you have an inkling of interest or sparked some curiosity, then I would love to talk to you in a absolutely no pressure kind of a way. I just want to get to know you and your business and what you're up to. And if there's a way that I can help support you with, HR values aligned work or, mentorship as a leader or in this pay world, then I would love to be able to do that. And I'll put a link below for booking a discovery call with me. That's kind of the first step to get to know each other, and we can drink some hot beverages beverages and talk about the world of small business and what you're up to.